Hey everybody, this is Sarah here, and I'm making this video for the awesome TTLI crew from Prince George's County Public Schools. Um, and hey, we have one member right there. But so this is also open to the public in case anybody else finds it useful. So there's an assignment that we have going on in terms of podcasting. So the tools that we have decided to use are Soundtrap and Podbean. So Soundtrap is to create the podcast themselves, and Podbean is to publish your assignment. So I'm gonna walk you through what it looks like. I'll try to be concise as concise can be. All right. So right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share my screen with you. All right, sharing my screen. Woo, Vortex. There we go. All right, so I have an incognito window open. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to Soundtrap. So Soundtrap is cool. It's like a free, think of GarageBand, but like a free version that's web based. So I'm gonna go ahead and log into it. You can log in with Google. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my Google on here. Okay. It's freemium. So there's like some features that are, you could pay a little more for, but everything that you need is free, completely free, and for the purposes of our project. So go on to Soundtrap. So here we go. You just sign in with your Google account. It might ask you a couple questions just to get set up. But once you answer those questions, then boom, it drops you here. So what we're going to do is that we are going to create a brand new project. And the way that we do that is by entering the studio. So when we go here to enter studio, then little thing is going to load, and then we're going to have so you, as you saw on the screen, then you can invite friends from Facebook. So for selecting the template, it gives you some pre-programmed ones. It gives you this podcast one if you want. I used that earlier, showed it off in class. You can choose to use that or not. I'm gonna go with blank. Okay. So here where I go with blank, then I can go ahead and record my podcast right now. So all I have to do is I can add a new track. I'm gonna go ahead and add the voice and microphone track. It's gonna let me choose what I wanted to do. So I want the podcast filter on it. Let me see. I need to move something out the way. Okay, so I have the podcast preset on. I can adjust my reverb if I want to get really fancy, my pan, my volume, so all kinds of cool things. I can put effects on. Ooh, I'm really fancy now. So if you know what you're doing with this, then have fun, knock yourself out. I'm just going to keep it simple right now. So the KISS model, KISS. So over here, once I have all this set up, I can X out. Okay, and then so it's overloaded, reducing sound quality. Well, duh, because I'm doing a hangout. But when you're ready, you will just click this record button, and then it'll do its thing. It'll ask you if you want to allow. Yes, I want to allow. So get ready, because here we come. So 3, 2, 1. Okay, blah 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 blah. This is my podcast. Yada yada yada. Blah blah blah. Okay, so I stopped it. It's processing. So that's pretty much that. So you put your tracks in there. Okay. Let's say that you have your whole podcast done talking about your favorite web tool. So now you want to add music to it. So I can, if you're really fancy, you can play an instrument, or you can import a file. Just make sure that it's royalty-free music that you have permission to use, or you can browse loops. So these are all royalty-free. Are they free? Some of them, but not all. So, thank you very much. So, I can go through here. You want to take out this featured unless you are fancy and have the free version. Otherwise, you could go with these free ones here. Okay, so you can pick whatever's free. I think you might actually get 2 months free when you first sign up. So we are all fancy for the time being. So I'm gonna click on featured, and here we have our different ones. You can click on the play button and hear what they sound like. You can filter them by the instruments, by the drums, by the music, stuff like that. So cool stuff. So whenever I have something I want, I can just kind of drag it over, and you see it makes it go. All right. If I want to, I can extend it by like going like this, or I can make it shorter. I can drag it around here or there. I won't go through like a whole tutorial on Soundtrap right now, but just play with it. You're not going to break it. So yeah, so once you're all done and you have it, then go ahead and click on save. Okay, so it's saving right now, and it is now mixing. So you see that it is mixing. Okay, over here we have previous versions. So if you have something that you tried and you messed up, don't worry. You can go change it back to whatever you want it to be. You could also change the title by clicking on this pencil, naming it whatever you want it to be. So I'm going to let this do its thing for a second because it's going to take a little while. When it's mixing, then it's just combining these tracks right up here, okay? Another thing I forgot to mention while I'm here is that you can add multiple kinds of instruments. I won't do it right now because it's already mixing, but if I have my R&B drums and now I want to have now I want to have my piano, I can drag that over and add that in as well. So you can layer it on top. Okay, so here we go. Mix is, or it was ready for download before I did that. So let me see if I can get it back. Okay. Version 2. I don't want to save changes. Okay, so here we go. So I'm going to click on download mix. Boom, there we go. It has downloaded. Hopefully you can see that, but it's in my Chrome on the bottom. Sarah's song number 7 has downloaded. Great. So this concludes the Soundtrap tutorial. Next, going to show you what to do with it. So you have it. Now I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go to my Podbean. So you'll see the login on the PowerPoint from class, or I'm sorry, the Google slide from class. And you'll see the login information. I'm just going to go ahead and log in with my own. So log in, and then you can sign into your account. So Sarah, blah, 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 log in. Okay, so you might see something like this come up, right? You want to click on where it says publish podcast. Okay, so once you are here, then you can choose your file to upload, and the file that we are going to pick, not either one of those, but the downloads. So the one that we just made, Sarah's song number 7, yours will be called something different. Okay, you'll put a title on it. So whatever the tool is, so mine is Soundtrap, blah, blah, blah. You can put a nice little image on it. Okay, the episode will be free, and then you can put whatever stuff you want to put in here. La la la. Don't put that, but maybe your name, what it's about, just something nice so that people know, who's making this, what is cool about your app, or the app that you're showcasing, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Now, this is the part I really want to show you because somebody was asking earlier, do you have to wait until the date that you picked in class to publish it? No, you don't, because you can just click on this drop down arrow next to publish and click publish on, and then pick the day that you're supposed to publish it. Okay, so I can manipulate the day. So let's say that it's the 16th, okay, at the time. So this is military time. And then you just click on schedule post. I am not going to do that because I just recorded a whole bunch of craziness. So I'm just going to cancel out of this. Yeah, no, but that's pretty much all it is. And that's all you have to do. So I'm going to go back and let me see. I'm going to close out of this. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Back to me. Okay, back to you. So now you know what to do. If there's anything that you need, you can just contact us in the Google Classroom or email us, and we got you. Can't wait to hear what y'all come up with. So have a great day, everybody. Bye.